If you ask most gardeners, their top 3 wishes, it'd be to grow some edibles, some ornamentals and being bug-free. Well, let me show you how you can achieve that. Also, it's peak season for growing herbs, flowers and veggies. So let's get started. All around the country, it's veggie and herb planting time. Now, every state or region will have a slightly different planting. We're warm temperate, but right up in the hot tropics, they're already harvesting their tomatoes. Now, in the garden here, I'm going to be planting some beautiful herbs. So I'm going to plant in some parsley. Now, I like curly leaf parsley, but the rest of the mob in my place, they like flat leaf Italian parsley. So we'll put those in across the front here. Nice little row of those. And you definitely can't beat basil. You're growing tomatoes, grow some basil, it'll keep some of the bugs at bay. And of course, pesto, you've got to have some pesto later in the season. Now this one is really interesting. They call it olive herb. It's a Santolina. A lot of them are ornamental, but these ones are actually edible. Interesting thing about it really is a strong olive aroma, but there's no pips. You can't beat that. Might put in a couple of those just up at the back there. Just a couple of more. Lettuce, mignonette, endives, any of those flavours, you'll use them right the way through summer salads. It's also a great time to be planting beans. I like to sow bean seeds. Now, I'm putting climbers in on my trellis at the back there, but these little fellows are dwarf beans. This is Cherokee wax, or sometimes known as butter bean. It's a big, beautiful yellow bean. So, being dwarf, I can plant them in the front here, and just plant a little clump of these just here. 2 in each hole. There they go. They'll fill up this little corner just perfectly. I might plant a few more clumps of those around. Being dwarf, they just grow into a nice little self-supporting clump. Now, if you want to keep the insects at bay, you can plant the little South African daisy, which is the pyrethrum. It'll help keep some of the insects at bay. But the good thing is, if you don't want to use the plants to get rid of the insects, you can use a spray. So with all this lush growth and these flower buds coming, you've got to get onto the insecticides quickly. Now, I'm using the Beta Bug from Richgrow. It contains garlic, chilli and pyrethrum, and is very effective. The chilli and the garlic acts as a sort of a repellent. Now, my suggestion is you spray early in the morning and late in the afternoon. That way, if there are any bees foraging or any beneficial insects, you're not going to harm those. OK, let's get away from the veggie patch and have a look at some climbers and some potted colour. Earlier in the program, I took you to Portmeirion, an amazing place on the west coast of the UK in Wales. What an incredible landscape. In fact, colour was really the key to the beauty of that place. So I thought we'd have a look at some colour. At this time of the year in Australia, of course, it's bougainvilleas. But when you're selecting your climber, I want you to be a little bit adventurous. Now, we've got a Thunbergia myzorentis here, the clock vine. Now, it normally grows in the tropics. During winter, our garden gets down to about 1 or 2 degrees, and it's been growing there for about 5, 10 years and flowering beautifully. So you never know, if you can get a warm sort of microclimate, you can actually get into something really unusual in your place. In our garden, well, bougainvilleas have got to be it, because they just love the climate. But instead of just having one in a pot, I'm actually going to go a bit crazy and have a fantastic sort of rainbow of colours. Because, you know, bougainvilleas, these little dwarf ones, the Bambino bougainvilleas, are fantastic for growing in hanging baskets. Look at those two. Aren't they beautiful? Just hanging on that frangipani, waiting for it to come into leaf and into flower. And the great thing about bougainvilleas, especially the little dwarf ones, very few thorns, if any thorns at all, and you can just grow them into a nice big rainbow mass of colour. They'll eventually spill over and end up about 2 metres wide in this beautiful turquoise pot. And of course, at that stage, you're then really cooking with colour. Bougainvilleas in pots on a balcony, in the garden, you can't beat them for colour. Well, there you go, some really quick-growing plants for fast results with a bit of forward planning. Bug-free, can't beat that.